Hello, my friends. So, let's see. Tuesday night painting. Hi, Nina. Hi to Spain. So, let's see. Hello, my friends. Thank you for joining me. I had like a mosquito in the shop, and he was like taking, well, bits out of me, that little bugger. So, so guys, thank you for joining me. My name is Angela. I am Hallo Grete. I am the owner and creative energy behind Elfen und Helden. I'm an elite retailer for Dixie Belle over here in Frankfurt in Germany. Hallo Nicole. So thank you for joining me. When you join me, just let me know where you're watching from and say hi to me. And if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments. Sorry, I'm distracted there. My cat is just inspecting one of the new projects I've got standing over there. So it's going through inspections. Hi, Sylvia. Hi, Wanda. Thank you for being with me. Hi, Yvonne. So, hi, Dor. So if you have questions, just leave them in the comments in whatever language is your mother tongue. If I don't answer that straight away, I will do that later. Ihr Lieben, wenn ihr Fragen habt, gerne auch auf Deutsch. Hallo, liebe Becky. Lange nicht gesehen. Gerne auch auf Deutsch und ich gucke, dass ich das direkt oder dann auch später beantworte. Ich freue mich, dass ihr dabei seid. So, my friends, I've got the inspo box from, is Dixie Belle here? I can't see them yet. So I've got the inspo box here from Kristana, and the reason behind it is August, and August is a joke at the moment over here in Germany, and it's end of August. And we do have a famous clown over here, which is called Silly August. So I had like, I don't know, Silly August, which we have at the moment, and balloons. So I thought I'm going to use that. It's the inspo box by Kristana with the hot air balloons, and I've got like the circus on there and stuff like that. So silly me, that's why I've chosen that one. And I like the colors. So, and that's what I haven't used it. All the other ones, almost everyone I've used by now. So, hi, Sonia. Thank you for joining. Hi to Croatia. Ooh, I've seen your picture. This looks a nightmare. Is it actually just now, the thunderstorm coming up there? Included in this box is obviously this transfer. Hallo, liebe Axel. Lebkuchen. Ja, super, genau, das passt dann zum Wetter, das ist richtig. So, there is Banke, no, well, let's start with the most important thing. There's white lightning in there. This is a cleaner from Dixie Belle. I'm putting it straight on the floor because I don't want to contaminate those. There is chalk mineral paints. It's burlap in there, which is going to be our base, what I've chosen. It is in the navy in there, which is like a dark blue. Is Bunker Hill blue in there, which is like a little lighter for it. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Lorraine. Hi, Francis. It is rustic red and fluff in there. And we have, for sealing at the end, the top coat in satin to give it a nice satiny finish. We also have the Bestang brush, which is going to be a challenge because I only got like a tiny small project. And we have the mud spatula. So those are the tools which come with that box. They come in this lovely wrapped up in one of those boxes. So Christmas is not far if you want to have some presents. They don't cost more as if you would buy the products separate, and they come with a lovely, card by the ambassadors. All the ambassadors have done one of those, and the instructions which are on the card. So just that you know. There is, how many of those? Dixie Belle, please help me out. I'm not quite sure how many of the info boxes are out there. I should know, but I don't. Sorry, apologies. The project I've brought with me tonight Becky, die Boxen sind so süß gemacht und sie kosten nicht mehr, als die Produkte einzeln zu kaufen. Also das ist ein tolles Geschenk. Hi Helen. Oh, hi to Scotland. How's the weather in Scotland? Put coffee to the side. This is the project I've brought with me. This is a tiny, I found that on, I actually found it on Amazon. It's a small bread box. So I thought that's quite cute for a single household. So it is it's out of bamboo. And I've cleaned it obviously beforehand nicely with the white lightning. And I could see there's like some, it was a little bit of yellowing. So, hi Sissy. There was a little bit of yellowing. So I'm not going to take any risks. So that's the reason I've bossed it beforehand. So this is the reason it's white. I've put boss on there. And actually on the back, as this is, this came in parts. I had to put that together. And the back is like one of those laminated backings, you know, which you get on the new furniture pieces also. So this is slick stick, so the paint does stick. You don't need to paint it from the back, but, you know, I'd rather do, you know, because the thing might be moved around. So I quite like that. So we are going to start with burlap. I'm not going to open those up. I'd rather use for myself the bigger jars. This is the biggest jar from the chalk mineral paints. The chalk mineral paints, VOC-free, water-based paints. Hi, Risa. Hi to Chicago. Bit cloudy, okay, in Scotland. I've experienced Scotland and the rain was just coming horizontally. That was absolutely scary. I was soaked wet from head to toe. The water was running into my shoes. that was my experience with Scotland. But beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, burlap, super schöne Farbe. Such a pretty color. You don't see me use it very often. So this is a new jar, just opening now actually. So, but you never know. Tastes do change. Mix them up nicely beforehand. As I said, they are water-based so that all the ingredients are mixed nicely. And is Dixie Belle here? I'm not sure. Anybody there from Dixie Belle? I don't know. So there we go. So, oh, hi to Turkey. Thank you for joining me. Oh, Instagram is talking to me. That's sweet. Western Isle, crazy there. Okay. So, as I said, mix them up nicely so that all the ingredients are mixed up nicely, as I just said. And usually you don't need to prep your pieces apart from cleaning. You can paint with the chalk mineral paints directly onto your project. When the paint is new, they've got a seal like this. And I'm actually going to use this. I'm making a mess already. I'm going to use the paint out of that lid. Sometimes it might be dried a little in. I'm not bothered at the moment because I want to actually create a little bit of texture without a texture additive. So if there's a little bit of lumps on there because, you know, the paint might dry a little, it's not. Oh, bonsoir Michelle, ça va? Bonsoir. En France. So I'm going to bring you actually a little closer. And I'm just going to work with one brush. And bring you closer, bring you a little further down. Sorry, guys. I'm going to get you flying again. It's not that easy. So, I'm going to fall over the whole thing, I think, in a minute. So, but I would like to see you pretty close what I'm doing there. You don't need to watch me. I'd rather have you see what we are doing. But anyhow, I'm going to grab another brush, which I'm going to need in a second. Maybe. Let's see how far we get. It's only a tiny project, but even so. Okay, This one is mixed up. I've got my best, you can see, I've got my best brush here. It is absolutely huge. So let's see how this is going to work. Hi, Rosie. Hi to New York. Okay, so this is dry at the moment. And I am going to use basically the paint from this lid. One of the benefits of the chalk mineral paints is basically that they are self-leveling, which means brush strokes and stuff like that level themselves out. This is not what I want to have for this project, so I'm going to come in with my hairdryer in a minute to basically interrupt that. And I'm going to go in a dabbing motion. And a dabbing motion with the burlap. This is the burlap I'm using at the moment. And I'm just using what was on that seal. And as I said, I want to see, usually I would use some texture additive, my sea spray. I absolutely love that. So I'm going to go around the whole piece. I'm loving this brush. Sorry for the noise. This is just going to get into those edges on the back here. And let's see how we go. And just do that for now. The back, it's not that important. I basically just want to have it painted. So if you turn it around or something like that, it looks okay. Already, I'm starting to get the paint all over me. Turn that around onto the other side. So there we go. Hi to North Carolina. It does, Nina. It actually almost is. You know, I mean, this is a tiny bread box. You know, for sure in US, nothing like this exists. So, but for me, it's perfect as I am allergic to gluten and stuff like that. So I'm having, I have to eat special breads and stuff. So as they are not very tasty, I'm the only one who eats them. So I don't need a big. So now I'm going to get into paint, pick a little up from there, and let's see. Some bristles or cat hair, whatever, something. You know, I've got 2 cats, and they don't respect very much my working areas. So there might be some cat hairs around. Okay, this is this, and I'm going to do, let's see, top also. This is the base all the way around. This, I'm going to turn it around in a second to show you what my plan is. The burlap is my base all around, apart from the front, because on the front I'm going to have some stripes at the end with fluff and rusty red. Oops, sorry for the noise. just doing that quickly like this. I'm just going in a dabbing motion, as you can see. This is just like to create a little bit of texture. So I'm going to dry that quickly. Yeah, Nina, I know you also everything gluten-free. So gluten and milk products. That's not a very nice combination. Sometimes pretty difficult to find something to eat for me, especially when we are out with the motorbikes or something like that. I want to go on holiday. That's not much fun. Oops. Okay. So, I'm going to try that quickly. So, sorry for the noise. So we do the second coat. I presume I am live on the Dixie Belle page, aren't I? Oh, hot Texas. Send us some temperatures. It is just cold over here. So obviously, usually I don't recommend using a heat gun. When you see us artists using it, this is basically that's right, Nina. Yeah, well, Helen, this is, I mean, the more I talk about it, the more I notice that it is very common. There's a lot of people having food allergies and stuff like that. So, second coat, again, I want to create texture, so I'm going in a dabbing motion again. This is the whole idea behind it. Usually, as I said, I would take my sea spray, but I want to work here with the products basically which are in that box. So that works with it also. So you see, 2 coats are completely perfect for covering everything up. So this is basically what we are doing now. Turn it. The back. I am not worried that much. This is just going to be, it's not the bare wood, so this is basically what I'm going to do there. So you can see the Bestang brush is very versatile. You can also use it for waxing. It's a big brush, so you can also use it for waxing. So on the side, you see there's some nice texture there. So and usually those brush strokes and stuff, they would level themselves out if you let it dry on their own, which is one of the great benefits. Oops. But if you don't want to have the benefit, you can cheat on it. As you can see, that works also. Just going in a dabbing motion. And this is basically this brush, the Bestang brush I'm using here. It is half natural bristles and half synthetic bristles. It's nice and firm. It doesn't lose any bristles, not very much. So I'm going to bring that up a little close to you so you can maybe see. Do you see this? Yeah, you can see that pretty nicely. The texture which is coming up here. So, oh, hi, Dixie Belle. Hi, Dixie Belle. There you are. So, and same thing on top. I'm just going to do that like that. Otherwise, I'll have to touch the fresh paint. I don't want to do. So those areas at the front there, on the sides, basically, I'm not worried. As I said, I don't want to get, I want to have some stripes on front still. I would recommend using an artist brush to do the small areas there. So I'm just using, forgot that at the around the first coat. Let's see, let's go. That's fine. Okay, all the way around. Stripes we're going to do last. So dry that again. And then we come in with the blue colors. So. Bonsoir Joël, ça va? Okay. Sorry for the noise again. Let's see. Got that pretty high. I'm going to fingerprints, touch that paint. I want to have the build-up dry now. So that should do it. Let's see. That should do it. So now we're going to bring the colors out. Mesmerizing. Yes, Helen, that's right. It's cheaper to to make the bread yourself and stuff like that. It's just I don't have that much time to do it, which is my problem. But if I do make it myself. So I'm trying to get better. I'm cleaning the top of my jar before I close the lid, which helps basically the next time to open it back up. So I'm just going to show you. As the front is like this this rolling thing, this is perfect for doing the stripes. The stripes are going to be in fluff and in rustic red. But that's what we do right at the end, and probably not tonight. I'm going to clean the brush up a little bit. I'm going to come in now with the same brush with the blues. Yeah, there's the thing is, it is pretty late over here, guys. It is 9:30 p.m. over here. So my neighbors are not very happy if I keep banging the jars on the floor. So that's something I had to get better at. So it holds quite a bit of paint. Let's see if I clean that up enough, but I think it should work. So if you don't want to contaminate, we're going to work with Bunker Hill Blue, with the in the navy, and a little bit of fluff. Let's see how this is going to work. You can see how much paint is still going to come out here. Hi, Marklina. Thank you for joining. How are you? So, okay. So, the other paints I've already mixed up beforehand. So, this is the middle-sized jar. This is 16 ounces, and the ones I showed at the beginning, which are in the box, basically are the 8 ounces. So they last a very long way. This is one of my first paints I opened. I've done a couple of projects with it, and I still, there's still enough left for this project. So also within the navy, I think I've been giving away some of that also for people to try. Let's see. As I said, put it on a plate or something like that if you don't want to contaminate it. There's not much left in there anyway, so out of here. This is good if you have neighbors which are hard of hearing. So that's very handy. So, okay, let's do the same thing. I'm going to have the dark. I'm going to have the dark on the outside. I'm going to dab that on here. Same thing. There. I want to have that a little cloudy. So get edges. So this is now over the burlap. The burlap is dry. And this is in the navy. Now I'm going to grab with the same brush. I'm going to grab some of the Bunker Hill Blue, which is a little lighter, to blend those into each other. This is just like a ever so slight shading of those two. Ever so slight. So I'm going to blend also a little bit of the fluff in there. All the other paints, I've already mixed them up before I started. So don't think I haven't done it, because you should do that every time you use the paints. For the fluff, because I don't really, this is a big jar, I don't want to contaminate that. So now I'm taking just the flat. I just need like a tiny, I don't need much of it. Just dab that in the middle. Come in with my Western brush and just dab it out. So, and the balloons, they are gonna go on those areas on the outside. Oops, careful. I'm again making a mess. So, okay. I'm going to come in now. I'm going to do that straight away before that. Now I'm going to let that dry a little bit. I'm going to go to the other side. Basically doing the same thing. I'm grabbing in the navy first, doing the the edges on the outside. Dabbing to get a little more texture on here. There we go. You can see, guys, what I am doing. I don't know why this thing keeps moving. Sorry. There you go. There you go. There's some flies around here. I don't know where they come from. It's probably too cold for them outside, so they're coming in. Grab some Bunker Blue with the same brush. I'm not swapping brushes. They are very close to each other, so they are nicely to blend into each other also, while I'm creating texture at the same time. Grab some of the fluff, put that in the middle. And if it's too much or too bright for you, I'm going to come in with a brush I've just done the blues. And I'm going to spread that out on here. I'm just dabbing. I want to have texture. So, what's the time? 32 minutes. You may have a chance to, let's see. I'm just doing quickly the same thing on top. If you don't do talking like I do, you probably be finished with it pretty quickly. Just getting in those crevices here. There you go. I'm going to do the back last. There won't be a transfer on the back. In the navy, followed by Bunker Hill Blue. Ever so easy. Even if you haven't done blending yet, this is such an easy way to do that. Grab some fluff. It's a bit much. Dab it there in the middle. And I'm gonna come. It's all wet. Sorry, guys. It's all wet. And basically the same thing like I've done on the outside. So get it a bit cloudy. That's how I want to have it. Okay, put that to the side for now. Now turning it around. Fingerprints. So I'm going to grab my mud spatula. I'm going to grab my mud spatula and I'm going to scrape now. I'm going to reveal some of the clean that off a little in between. I want to reveal some of the the burlap underneath, as this is supposed to get textured. I'm in a steep angle. Just to break the surface up. It looks terrible now, but we're going to have, there's going to be some more fun on there also. So that's it. It's supposed to look aged and stuff like that. If it is too much for your taste, you could always come back with some more paint and redo it. So, but this is how I would like to have it. Let's see. I mean, usually when you put on the transfer, it should be a little dry. I just want to show you basically the direction we're going to go. So I'm going to dry that quickly again. was such a tiny project, so I know it is very unusual for me to destroy something like that. I normally don't do that at all. So yeah, the base code, no, basically all the codes. The base code is burlap, and I put that on with a dabbing motion. There's no texture additive in this pack, so you can also create a little bit of texture with just by dabbing it on with the best dang brush. So I'm just going to come in with a sanding sponge now, just to smooth that a little out, because I want to get the transfer on there. This is a sanding sponge by Dixie Belle. So they have originally about 220 grit. So obviously this one has already been, oops, I'm losing my trousers. This one has already been washed. There you go. And clean it off a little. So this is not completely dry. Anyhow, we're going to see if that works. We're going to see if that works. I want to do one side with you anyhow, so that you can see. That was just like a wet baby wipe, so I'm making it dry again. So I would recommend, when you apply a transfer, that you basically let it dry for about at least, overnight or something like that, so that the paint is completely dry. So this is going to be, I'm going to bring you a little up, because I'm going to lay that on the side, because that's easier. It's easier to apply from here. So bring you a little further up. Sorry guys, this is as per usual, you're flying with me. There you go. Instagram can see also. There you go. Okay, so now we're gonna come in with the balloons. Let's see. Put that the right way around. Where are they? Down there they are. So let's find a piece. The transfer hot air balloons and clocks, they come in 4 sheets. Very, very pretty. So they come with some descriptions. I'm going to put them to the side straight away. I'm not asking again. I keep asking you. Most of you don't read instructions like I do. Very, very pretty. 1 sheet. So second sheet with the circus and the clocks and stuff like that. Very, very pretty. So sweet. And some bigger ones here. Smaller balloons, bigger balloons. And this one here. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I love it. So let me think, which one am I going to use? Obviously, as this one is pretty small, I'm going to use this one. I like that with the blues and stuff like that, so this is going to go on here. I'm going to secure the other ones. And there you go. So you can cut those apart. Guys, I'm stressing those out completely. I mean, the paint, I've just painted on here, so there's not much, it hasn't had much time to dry. So let's see, I'm going to use the circus. There we go. I like to have some colored ones. I'm going to use that one, and I'm gonna use some clogs, which I think clogs with a bread box for breakfast and stuff like that go pretty nicely. Those transfers, they come. I'm just going to show you when I take that apart now. They are in two parts. There's like the motif itself is on this clear sheet. The back is sticking, and the white one is a protective sheet, so nothing attaches to them. Oh, hi, Amber. Oh, peanuts. Okay, let's see. So, and it comes with a transfer stick, which okay, I've misplaced. Where did I put it? I've misplaced it. So I'm just gonna, where is it? Okay, I've misplaced it. I'm going to use my mud spatula. That should work also. So as I said, I would usually let that dry for at least overnight or something like that. So I'm putting that down. Let's see. This is going to be a nice test. So this time I'm also not worried if I am, let's grab that. So obviously the paint, it's supposed to be dry underneath. This is not going to work. No, I'm too quick. I'm going to grab the stick. I think the mud spatula is too... Okay, let's go. So you use that stick to release it basically from the backing. It's not... The paint is too damp. This is too much stressing out, I think. Let's see. But this is basically shown the paint should be dry. So don't be impatient and go from there. No, it's not releasing. Obviously, you know, if it is damp or something like that, nothing is going to stick on damp. So even I've blow dried it, it is not. Okay, now it's coming. Now it's coming a little. Okay. You know, I'm stressing out a lot. Okay, it's working. What I like to do with my transfers, especially when they don't release that easy, I grab an edge and while I'm rubbing, because they release very, very easy. But here you go. They heard me complaining. So even the paint is still damp. I mean, obviously, with that little bit of blow drying, it's not completely dried through. Anyhow, so now I'm going to go over it with that just with that sheet, it was just on to make sure it is adhering. Transfers should be sealed at the end, not with wax. They should be sealed with a top coat, preferably satin or flat gloss. So I'm not going to stress that out too much. I'm not going to go over it with my finishing pad now. I'm going to leave it. But even so, it is releasing. You should let that dry completely before you do that. So I'm going to have this here. Let's see if we can do that same thing. Let's see. So I can tell you if this is, you know, I mean, you can just realize that how well you can work with those when, I mean, I use them a lot. So now this is working better. So I'm lifting it up while I'm rubbing. As I said, I'm completely stressing this one out. And it is still working, which is pretty amazing. Gotta do a little. That's quite cute. Wow. I really am impressed. I really wouldn't have thought that I get that to work. It's still being a little, you can see this, the paint is sweating underneath. So these tiny bits are a little more difficult. Go a little more over the edge. Oops. Okay, take that off. No problem. This is going to be rustic anyway. It sticks to anything. It sticks to my finger now. So I'm going to take that sheet, I'm just going over the edges and making sure it is nicely on there. When everything is dry, I'm going to burnish that right down with the finishing pad. I just want to give that a rest now. So let's see, the finishing pad here. It works. They are absolutely amazing. I mean, this is the finishing pad I'm using now. This is to varnish it right in here. And just 2 minutes. Just very quickly. I want to show you very quickly. So that's what it looks like now. Doesn't it look sweet? Oh, Catherine, thank you. Hi, Sue. Cynthia, that tool comes with the transfer. This stick comes with the transfer. So there is so now I'm going to grab my rustic red. As I said, also already mixed up, so I don't need to do anything. I'm grabbing my mud spatula I've used before, and I'm dipping it in here. And then I'm going to come in a steep angle and scrape it from the outside. Not much paint on there. just going right over those edges to several directions. Just to give it a little more of that, pick up a little more. So I like to take the mud spatula for it. It is plastic and it's not it's pretty gentle. So now I've got it. Now I've got what I wanted to say. So I think that's exactly the look I want to go for. No more. I think that's exactly what I want to have. So there we are. That's what's going to be done all the way around. And on the front, those things will be stripes in fluff and in rustic red. So, and we'll have some more transfers, but I will give it a rest now. I mean, what I've done now is not recommended. So I just don't want to make whatever a lifetime project out of that, guys. So that's the reason. I've speeded that up. Hang on. I'm going to bring you a little further back. Grab my coffee. Whew. I'm going to turn it to the side so you can see. Turn it to the side. Instagram. Can you see that also? Thank you, Christine. Oh, who's giving me the angry face? Okay. Somebody gave me an angry face. However, see. Thank you, Sonia. Okay, my friends. So I'm happy that you've been with me. Do I see my cat behind me? I probably will do some on that in the German live on Thursday, just on the other side. So I'm going to show them on a canvas how I achieved this look. But this is pretty sweet, I think. I quite like it. I can think of, but I quite like it also. You know, there's that white there. You can paint over it. I'm going to leave it because it basically looks like some angel wings. So this is I'm quite happy with that. So my friends, thank you so much for being with me. Oh yeah, that'll be sweet. Thank you, Sean. So my friends, thank you for joining me. My name is Angela. I am the owner and creative energy from Elfen Helden. I'm a light retailer for Dixie over here in Frankfurt in Germany. Tuesday nights is always some fun projects. Next week we're going to start a bigger one, basically for June. But tonight we've started with silly August. So August wasn't very nice over here. So I'll be very happy if you give me a follow, Master of Disaster. I was pretty good today, I think. If you want to shop the products, pop over to the Dixie Belle page and check for your local retailer. Yeah, if you have any further questions, don't hesitate to contact me. I will go through the comments and see if there were any questions. So and see, I can go and answer them. My friends, you take care. You have a lovely day, afternoon, evening, wherever you're watching from. And I will see you next Tuesday. Just quickly to say goodbye. You take care, guys. Bye-bye.